friends, families, and leaders. This is Dr. Saji Lukos, President of REMI and Mission India. I'm with my good friend Bibi here in Nashville, attending the NRB convention, an amazing gathering. I want to share what I learned in my life, what the Lord has taught me, and very fearfully and humbly, I like to share with you. Very quickly, maybe 7 to 10 leadership principles that my God taught me over the years. The first, you must have a good testimony in your own home, reach your own families. And I'm the first of eight children. When I was born, a lot of darkness, hopelessness. But while I was in the university, I was able to hear the good news and responded to the good news. I had to pay a price, huge price, to follow Christ. I was kicked out of the home for following Christ. But within 8 years, I was able to bring all my family members to the faith. I cried 8 years. Every day I knelt down, I cried for the salvation of my family. I said, God, I'm happy, but not fully satisfied. The point I want to make, we must have a burden and anguish and cry within us to reach our own family members. And that's number one. We must have a burning passion for our family members. That's our testimony. That's our witness. Number two, you must have a genuine life before your family members. I walked before my family very fearfully, and also I took care of all my siblings and my parents. Otherwise, they won't understand my newfound faith. The second point is we must live carefully. We must present Christ in such a way that people can understand it. So that's why within 8 years, all my siblings responded to Christ. Today, most of them are in the ministry. I have 2 siblings in Kerala, 3 in Nagpur, 1 in Uttarakhand, and another sister is in Wisconsin. The third thing, you must pursue God's vision in your life. And we have only one life to live. We can do anything we want. We can start a business, we can have a great job and make money, and we must live with the reality. Our life is short. We have only one life. We must have the righteous choice. We must respond to the call of God, whether you are an engineer, a nurse, or whatever you do, and you must respond to the call of God. When I was in New York, and God spoke to me through 1 John chapter 2, 15 to 17. It says, do not love the world or anything in the world. Verse 17 says, the world and its desires pass away, but the man who does the will of God lives forever and ever. Now, you can underline that verse, you can memorize it, but if God speaks to you, we must have the courage, not just to talk about all the great things, but are we willing to surrender our lives? So God gave me the courage and the humility to surrender my life to the purpose of God, the mission of God. I was able to recognize the calling in my life, and I obeyed God and went to the seminary in Chicago when I was 28 years old. So my point, leadership point is, my friend, and we must not be afraid to pursue God's call. I recently wrote a book on leadership, urgency in leadership, and we must be urgent. There must be an urgency in us to pursue God's call in our lives, because life is very short, and Christ can come anytime. People are perishing, and so that's why we need to respond to the call of God. Do not delay. Step out by faith. So if God called you, He is the creator of the universe. He can provide everything. He will surprise you with His faithfulness and goodness. And another important principle in leadership is, and you need to be consistent with your calling and vision. Don't go here and there. Do not allow distractions to squeeze you. There are a lot of distractions to move away from our calling, but stay focused. Nehemiah is a good example. Nehemiah in the Bible. I wrote a commentary on Nehemiah, 13 chapters, Leadership Under Fire. It's available. So I talks about Nehemiah knew his calling, and he had all this opposition, but he pursued his calling. Within 52 days, he completed the wall of Jerusalem. You know that story. So, my friend, very important. We must stay focused on our calling. A lot of distraction will come. So, do not bow down to the distraction. Stay focused. Another important, we must be men and women of integrity. Character is important. Character is so important, it matters. And consistency. And we must be honest with our yes, no, yes to yes, no to no. And so we must be genuine. When we make a commitment, it must be genuine to God and to others. Integrity is very important to be to have sustainability in your calling, in your vision. Another very important is you must be relational, love people genuinely, and your love to others must not be motivated by money or any other things. You must have a genuine love and care for other people. Another very important, you need to develop team. You cannot do it alone. And when you have to delegate what you have learned, you need to have a good team and entrust it to them. If you don't delegate, you don't grow. And many people won't delegate because they're afraid to delegate, and they think somebody will take your position or somebody will know the secret of your ministry. But a humble leader, an effective leader, always delegate ministry to other capable people. When you delegate, you need to look around capable and trustworthy people. You know what Jethro told Moses, how to select leaders for the ministry. So very important to identify the right people. So don't try to do everything by yourself, by your family. Identify good people and trust the ministry. And another important, we must live fearfully. You know, leaders are failing everywhere. You know, I don't need to tell you. Leaders, whether India or America or elsewhere, leaders are failing. Started very humbly. They cried to God. God blessed them, prospered them. But on the way, many things happened. Money and power, they forgot where they came from. If you forget where you came from, and that is a sign of collapse. So always remember where you came and humbly and fearfully and reverently serve the great God and give all the glory to God. Many people talk about glory to God, but at the end of the day, they do whatever they want. They don't give a glory. And so we must be authentic and genuine, giving all glory to God, my friend. And after building a ministry, we don't want to collapse. And so I'm even very scary and fearful when I say to you, and because we are a target of Satan all the time. So we must be careful how we live it. And so these are some of the important things I want to share with you. I have learned over the years. We will have enemies. You know, when Nehemiah was building the wall, Sanballat and Tobiah, they were attacking this good man. Day and night they were attacking and to destroy Nehemiah and to prevent him not to accomplish the task. But you know, Nehemiah pursued and he accomplished the call. Nobody could stop Nehemiah. So we must be men and women. If you have a vision, I tell you, people will not be happy. Everybody will not be happy with you. But if you are a people-pleasing person, my friend, you will not pursue your vision. Another very important, passion. Passion is the fuel for your vision. If you don't have passion, you cannot accomplish the vision. But how do you get the passion? You need to pray. You read the Bible. Sit on your knees. Pray on your knees and pray to God. Hang around with the good people. Read good books, life stories. And so passion comes when you sit in the presence of God. God gives His passion, His heart for the lost world. So many are good leaders, but they have no passion. Communication, what God has entrusted to you, you need to communicate well. You need to practice, you need to learn. So these are some of the wonderful leadership principles I have learned over the years. So I'm sharing with you. I pray this will be an encouragement. This will be a blessing to you. God bless you so much. Thank you.